Hi.
Hi.
Time for
April's
April's
Gamewisp
subscriber
Q
and
or
A video. So this is Variel's picture. She asked for a group of the Know Your Old friends from PAX. She didn't say specifically who or what, so we just used the picture that I took from the last day at PAX. So, ta-da! Isn't that beautiful?
da-da-da.
And Variel's question was, what were your favorite and least favorite things about PAX? My least favorite by far is, well, I have two least favorite things. Number one is the amount of people that were there. Too many people. Too many. And the other thing that I didn't really like was because of all the people, the amount of time having to wait for things. Don't like. I don't like waiting, and I don't like being around a lot of people. So that was my least favorite thing. And my favorite thing, well, it was nice getting to meet everyone finally instead of just seeing them through a screen in a little small box. So that
Everyone
was
looks
cool.
slightly different than
Yes, and everyone was, of course, taller than me, just like I expected.
I don't know. They looked more not round
What do you mean?
than compared to the like looking at them on the screen.
Oh, like more three-dimensional? Because
Yeah, I
not
guess.
seeing them on a flat screen? I don't know. But, I
But
liked
saying
meeting
they look
everyone,
round makes them different.
and I just kind of liked the whole expo hall in general. Like, a lot of the booths has some really cool stuff. I got a lot of free things, which I really liked. All the buttons. I think I counted, I got like 16 buttons total. And that wasn't even like, that was like skipping over some tables where I saw buttons but didn't get to go grab one. And um, I liked seeing all the different games they had to try, like the indie games and uh, just the booths in general, really cool. I liked it. Okay, your turn.
My favorite thing was meeting the developers and playing their game, and then you see they're happy that someone's just playing it, and like you can tell they're just genuinely happy someone's playing their game, and then you're like, oh, I'd like to maybe stream this sometime. Here's my business card, and then they're all like, oh, they just get really happy, and it's a nice feeling like I made someone happy. And
That isn't me.
yeah,
Because I don't count.
yeah, you're not peoples.
I'm not other people's. I
You're
don't
not
count.
random peoples.
What was your least favorite thing? Your feet hurting?
Yeah.
Because having to walk around or stand in places on your
Yeah,
feet for too long?
it's the standing that gets me. Like the walking doesn't bother me so much. It's when I have to stand still for a long time, then my feet start to hurt. And then it just makes everything a pain in the ass because then your feet start to hurt when you're walking. I hate it.
Oh, my other favorite thing was the giant Pusheen cat toy thing that was like the size of a beanbag chair. Oh, I want one so bad, but they're so expensive because it's gigantic.
Just crochet one.
That would take a long time. I still haven't finished so many projects that I want to do,
Do it.
including the giant companion cube, which I will
Do
finish
it.
eventually, but it's gonna take a while to finish. Um, can't think of anything else I wanted to add to what were the favorite and least favorite things at PAC. But it was fun, and it was nice meeting everybody.
Yes.
And yeah, so I think that's about it for that one. So now, moving right along to enzymes.
Where is it? Old.
Let's hold.
Old.
Hold.
Why don't I just do this?
There you go. Benzyme. April. There we go. Kiko
He
Jean.
wanted me to draw dice bowling. So
that's
bowling with
that's
dice.
the beautiful D20 right there. And I like how you put D&D cola. What's on the plate next to the cola? Is it cheese fries?
Nacho cheese.
Aw, I really want cheese fries now. They have good cheese fries at the bowling alley near me.
And instead of pins, it's tokens. There's a little rogue person, a ranger, a tank, a mage, and a healer.
Yay!
So yeah,
Beautiful. Look at that. So
this is
beautiful.
gonna be a really quick question.
Yeah. The question is, why the name Trippenstein? You should explain how it, like, came to be, where the name Trip came from, and how it turned into Trippenstein.
Back when I was young, my mama would always tell me that I was such a trip
So that's where
because I'm silly.
Trip
And then
came from.
started playing WoW, and I met a friend named B-Doc, and he was like, "Your name is Trip, like Triple H. So why don't we make a guild together? And I'll be who the fuck was the other guy?" Anyway, he had me make a character named Triple H, which I made as a troll, because it's a troll. Like,
Wasn't serious, and
and I
so
ended
it was
up
a
really
troll,
liking Rogue, so
you
that
picked-
ended up being my main. And then I got to like level 70, and they announced sometime after that there were name changes, and I was like, I can finally get rid of the fucking Triple HH.
Now you can just be Trip.
And then I made Tripwire because someone else took the fucking name Trip. I forget what the first Trip name character I made was. And then, so in Kindred Souls, which was my first guild, everyone except me had, and like Thog and Beat, so like, because it was all like a real group of people's, like friends playing WoW. So they all had like Dark Soul, or Ashen Soul, or.
So they were the kindred souls.
Yeah, so everyone had soul in their name. So I made Headless Soul for my first undead warrior. And then I didn't like that. So I remade my warrior. Like I remade so many warriors, and then finally Death Knights came out and took that I'm going to remake this over and over again class
Because
until
it started at a later level instead of level
yeah.
1.
So I made a bunch of warriors over and over again, and then one
In
day in like early Wrath, I was like, Trippenstein.
Like Frankenstein.
Yeah, because
But
Frankenstein, the doctor or the monster, because it can be both. I'm an
Frankenstein's
undead warrior.
monster.
I was like, this is the greatest undead name for me ever. And I loved it. And then I don't play undead warrior anymore. But I
have
still
an
love
undead
it.
warrior that I don't play, like, ever. But, yeah. That's where Trippenstein came from. It started out from the name Trip and, like, Frankenstein smooshed together because his mom would call him a Trip. So that's where Trip came from, and thus came Trippenstein at a later point during
Triple.
Wrath. So that's where he took Trippenstein from, and that's why his channel is called Trippenstein. Yay!
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 Okay, I think that's about it. Answered both questions, and that's both pictures, so I think that is about it.
Bonus question: where'd you get the name Amorose? Because that was a
Oh.
very one-sided question.
Yeah, because that was for specifically for Trip. Bonus question: the name Amorose was when I first started playing WoW. Well, the very first time I actually played WoW was on Trip's account. I was at his house, and he made me make an undead character. Because was that before you could have Alliance and Horde on the same?
No.
Oh, well, you didn't want me to make an Alliance character, so I made an undead
I
rogue.
said make Horde because I was Horde.
Okay. Anyway, that was during the end of Wrath, and then when Kata came out, Trip bought me the game, and so now I had my own account instead of having to use his with the random character. So I made my first character, which was a human rogue. Yes, I made it human. I forced him to be Alliance. Were you actually playing on Alliance at that point, or no?
No.
Well, I made it a human. I'm pretty sure.
And then when for like her reaching max level, I faction changed.
Yes. But I leveled up on my own up until that point. But anyway, so I made the character, made the rogue, human rogue, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck to name it. What should I name it? I couldn't think of a good name, so I just clicked on the randomize button a bunch of times, and then Amarose popped up, and I was like, huh, I kind of like that. That's
No, it
not a
was
bad
something
name.
else, and then you edit it. Remember, like you have like that ghost on your account somewhere when you like
Yeah,
go to the WoW Armory.
no, but the Amarose did come up as
Oh,
a
so
name.
what's the other name?
I don't know.
It was like technically your first, like I think it was your second character.
Well, I did remake it because you got me my first achievement
Yeah.
accidentally. But it
So
was named the same thing. I just deleted it and remade it really
no, I
quick.
don't think so.
I didn't rename it when
I
I
think you
deleted it because it
renamed
was only
it.
like level 5.
She was like level 5, and there was a
A
horde.
Tauren.
Yeah, there's Tauren in Elwyn. So I was like flexing my nuts and killed it. And she's like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "What was what?" And she's like freaking out, like this big light thing up here and said PvP kill. I was like,
First honorable kill or
"Oops."
something like that. And I was
I
like,
was like,
God
"I got you
fucking
an
damn it!
achievement," and she was so pissed.
I want to get my own goddamn first achievement. So I deleted the character and remade it because it was only like 5th level. I literally
Fifth
hadn't done
level.
anything on it. 5th level, whatever. Level 5. Anyway, so I deleted it and just remade it. It was the same name though, so I don't know why there's that random, like, when I go to my account, there's nothing there, but when I go like to BattleNet, the website, like account management, if like you're trying to restore items or whatever, there's a random level 1 rogue on there listed on that server for some reason. It begins with like a C, I think. But the name Amarose did come directly from the uh, but their name Amarose did come up as the option, like a randomized option. I don't know where that like random level 1 that shows on my BattleNet account came from, but the name Amarose came up because like depending on what race you are, when you do the randomize, it comes up with different names that sound fitting for that character, but since it was human, it had to kind of come up with real humany sounding names. So I was clicking the button, and I was like, I don't like any of these. So then I click it again, Amarose pops up, and I was like, oh, that's not so bad. I can deal with that. That's a pretty good name. So that's where I got the name Amarose from, and that was in 2011, right at the beginning of the year, because it was January. So that's where the name Amarose came from. Came from the random name generator on World of Warcraft. And it just kind of stuck, and everyone started calling me Ammo instead of Amarose.
I need
Even though,
ammo.
technically, when I first made it, it sounded like it should have been Amarose in my head.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so that's where ammo came from. Now I use it for everything. So that's about it.
That is April's Q
And
or
hey!
subscribe next month to get those rewards.
Yay! Bye, everyone!
Bye.